So, this is my review of the Currys Essentials C510WM13. And for all intents and purposes, this is or was one of Britain's cheapest washing machines to buy from brand new. Obviously, the Currys Essentials mean it was essential to the Currys chain of shops, but it came in at £150. That's it. That's all you, and for your money, you don't get much. So you get a 5 kilo wash capacity, 1000 RPM spin, and just 9 wash programs. That's it. That's your lot. No whistles and bells, no design. Just a simple plain washing machine. The only thing that is designed is this door handle bit here. Because this is underneath, manufactured by a company called Media, who also own Haier. The Haier model has a slightly different door design, but essentially is the exact same actual model. So it's manufactured by Media, which is a Chinese company, which means it's good because it means you can get cheap machines. The bad news is that its quality isn't great. However, there are points which I'm going to point out that make it better than established manufacturers. So we'll go through them anyway. So inside we've got this 5 kilo drum with the paddles built into the actual drum. So unlike other manufacturers, they won't snap off, and it's very rare to get a drum with paddles built in. The only machine I can think of on the market still that has them in are some Bosches, including the Bosch Classics. Other than that, the rest. Right, the door seal is mold free because I've cleaned it, but it can resist mold a lot longer than some of the other manufacturers, but you still will get mouldy. And I like this door hinge actually. It's very chunky, it's very sturdy, and even after 5 years it's not actually corroded at all. So that's good. Right, the only thing I'm missing on this is a little screw, which I've got, I've just not put it on. But the downside is this door band. I don't like it because it is like a twist one, not a common band with a little spring in it. I'd rather have that. We got this no-nonsense design either. This literally is like bolted on the front with a couple of screws, and then the top goes into that. And that's it. It's very like Lego-y. So we'll open up the drawer. It's got no branding on the front at all. We've got a tiny little drawer. However, with it being 5 kilos, probably just about ample. We've got our pre-wash, our fabric softener, and our main wash compartments there. You're probably going to get 100ml in there, 200ml in there, and 35 to 50ml in the softener. Right, so to turn it on, you power on straight away. We'll click there. But to power off, you have to press and hold the power button for 3 seconds. 1, 2, here we go. Right, so we'll just take a look at the programs. So you actually get 5 cotton programs. Yeah, 5. So you got a 40 degree, a 20 degree, a 60 degree, and a 90 degree, and it just says pre-wash here. But that's pre-wash plus 60 degree main wash. All of them are cotton cycles, and then you get a synthetic 30. The difference between this and say the Haier model is because on the synthetic cycle, you get synthetic 30 and cold, where you don't get then cotton 20, which it swings and roundabouts really. We also get a quick wash in 30 minutes, and you can wash a half load, 2.5 kilo, which isn't that bad actually. And finally we've got wool at 40 degrees, which is actually very gentle, does a tumble every 2 minutes, which is very typical actually of a wool program. Then we've got fast spin only, so it'll do a full length cotton spin for about 15 minutes, so just shy of that. Talking a minute, so we've got this little indicator here. So we've got 60, 30, 15 stop. If I go to a normal cotton cycle, you'll notice that none of them are lit, and that's because it's above 60 minutes. If I go to the wool program, 60 minutes is lit because it's less than 60 minutes. It's actually about 45 minutes long. And if I select quick wash, you'll have 30 minutes remaining because, of course, it's a 29-minute cycle. So basically, that's how it works. When it's not lit, it's above 60. You got then 60 and less, 30 minutes and less, 15 minutes and less, and finally, when it's the door unlocks, the stoplight will come up. But it's also got an auto shut off feature, so after 5 minutes of either not being used, or 2 minutes after not being used, or after the cycle's finished, the whole panel will just switch off anyway. Right. The only features you get with this are you have a speed button, which is your spin speed. You have 1000 RPM. Off, you actually do have no spin. 400 RPM, 600 RPM, 800 RPM, and then 1000 choices. And then finally we have this intense button. Intense weirdly can be selected with the quick wash and the wool wash. So the only program you can't select it with is spin. And what this does on the 60 and 40 programs, this lengthens the cycles to an eco cycle. So you get the standard rating for it. And then on the quick wash and synthetics and all those, it just lengthens the wash and rinses really, and that's it. And then finally we've got a play start button. So it's quite basic in terms of programming. It's ample enough for a single person or even a couple. You might be, if you're washing bigger items, you might want to go and borrow a friend's washer with more programs and bigger drum capacities, or you might want to go to the laundrette. But even so, it's ample enough. It does everything you sort of want it to do as an everyday washer. And to be honest, a lot of people just seem to wash at 40 degrees anyway. You've got your 40 degree cycle there. What else? What more do you want? Right, so a couple of things. One, they smell good. Really good. And two, despite it being 1000 RPM spin, do not spin quite fast. It dries these quite well. Interesting. Right, so if I was to give this out a 10, you will get a 7 out of 10. So the reason why is because its build quality isn't that great. The lack of programs, the lack of styling, the lack of everything, and yet, don't forget, even though it may be the cheapest washer, for not much more money you can have a actual known brand with pretty much the same kind of spec, with actual style and stuff. Washing and rinsing and spinning ability. Washing wise is okay. The rinsing can be made poor because of how much foam is created during the wash, and spinning is excellent considering it's only 1000 RPM. Bit of an odd one this. Not a bad machine actually, considering it's 150 quid. But saying that, there are better ones out there that are better value for money in terms of washing, rinsing, spin, style, brand and general build quality. Excellent.